Hello, Penny. Anything back yet?
Hello, Dr. Goodwin. Well, I asked Everson to analyse that substance.
Was it difficult? I am sorry.
I have to go to a concert with him.
Oh, I am sorry, Penny.
It's okay. I've been brushing up on my karate. Here's the report. I've read it. Basically, it seems to be dried up but heavily contaminated human blood.
Human blood? Human?
What is it, Dr. Goodwin? Not what you were expecting?
Sorry. Contaminated with what?
He isn't sure. Looks like lots of greenish yellow blobs under LM. He said all he can get back on the biochemistry is that they are mainly made of some sort of protein complex. Couldn't analyse further. He said it looked like both red and white cells were contaminated with it, almost like an infection. What is it, Dr. Goodwin?
Hey, come to the common room. Come and see the TV. They've found aliens. They've made contact with aliens. The Prime Minister's speaking now. This is a momentous day in the history of our nation. We have new allies, new friends, who will live amongst us. They will help us revolutionize our world, bring us great technological and economic growth. And all they ask from us is that we give them sanctuary and protection. And I have assured their diplomats that they will be given just that. These are our new friends, the Zargonites. One nation, two peoples, united together to grow stronger every day. Thank you all for coming. Strange times, I know. I'm going to give you my thoughts, and if you think I'm wrong, walk away. I'll never contact you again. If you think I'm right, you might still want out, and I understand that. But I think we need to stop the Zargonites, and you can all be critical in this. You all know me. I think most of you know each other, but just some very quick introductions. Major Harry Finch, former head of security at Darkmoor Military Base, still based there as an administrative officer.
Jennifer Kildea, a trainee psychologist and apparently a modulator.
Billy McKinnon. Billy's a former Navy diver, ex-SBS, and troublemaker. I was going to say demolitions expert. Same thing, really.
Sarah Cook, Army Intelligence based at Darkmoor.
Dr. John Goodwin, psychologist, a lecturer in psychology at Botherbridge University. Okay, Harry, you go first. Give us what you got. The portal at Darkmoor is permanently open. Don't know why, don't know how. I cannot get into negotiations, but it is very clear the Zargonites have offered the government a prize in return for a sanctuary. They are passing through the portal in high numbers, perhaps several hundred a day. Do they have laser guns? No, Mr. McKinnon, they do not have laser guns, but I don't think they need them. I'll let Jennifer talk about that. However, they are very interested in our weapons. A small number of them are undergoing training as some sort of bodyguard to protect their leaders. The government seems to think this is quite acceptable. We're giving them weapons? Indeed. We're giving them quite a few weapons, actually. Can't you stop this from happening? I'm afraid not, Dr. Goodwin. No, I can't. I'm not head of security anymore. Horatius is head of security now. Lieutenant Horatius is head of security now. Captain Horatius now, David. Hill specifically requested him for the job. He isn't right, David. He doesn't speak to anyone but Hill. I think after he was attacked, he became a bit odd. All right. So the aliens are pouring in through a hole in space or something. But what exactly is in it for the government? What are we getting out of this? We doing it out of goodness of our heart? I wouldn't believe that for a moment. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not in the negotiations, I say. Just able to pick up on bits and pieces from what passes through the administrative office. But I think they have access to some kind of energy source. what seems like an unlimited one. I can't be certain, but Sarah's work has to some extent confirmed my suspicions.
Yes, from what I have heard, they do have some sort of unlimited energy that they can give us, but also something else, some sort of mind weapon that could be used against the Soviets.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Do any of these geniuses think they might start using this mind weapon against us as well? We are supposed to think that the Zargonites are being driven out of their home by a race of monsters. I find this very hard to believe, particularly since the scientists and the scholars think they have been trying to communicate with us for centuries, if not millennia.
And also seeing the ease with which Nayaa controlled that night terror, baby monster or not.
Yes, indeed. Jennifer, do you want to add something?
The Zargonites can influence human thought. When I encounter them, I have to resist. They create a strange dream-like state in which they can put you at ease and suggest behavioral changes, a sort of mild hypnosis. I think in less aware people, they can exert a stronger influence.
Less aware people, and they're in meetings with the government. We have got to be doomed. What I'd like to know is, how is the portal being held open? We don't have any information on this.
I'm not sure. There is the remaining modulator Harry told me about, Nicola de Luna. I can sense her sometimes, and I think she is aware of me. But I don't know how important her presence is. But I think Nayaa is critical. I can sense she is a very important part in holding the portal open. She is very strange. She is different to the other female Zargonites.
What do you mean, Jenny? How is she different?
I can sense her now, very weakly. Most Zargonites are like blank slates to me, but she is, I don't know how to put it, at war in herself. It is like, she is possessed by something.
I think it might be a good time to present your findings, Dr. Goodwin. I had Penny, a PhD student I jointly supervise, analyse the blood sample from Nayaa you gave me, David. Sorry it took time. We're not medical scientists. Penny works in a biological lab sometimes. That's fine, John. Go on. We also can't rule out for sure that the sample wasn't contaminated with the monster's blood. As I understand from David, there was some sort of creature present that might also have been wounded.
I'm sure that monster didn't bleed. Both 5.56 and 7.62 rounds just bounced off its scales.
I think you're right, Sarah, but we can't be 100% certain. John? The blood has two compartments to it. One is almost certainly female human blood. Human? Human blood? Now then, I'm not the brightest man at the table, but that sounds pretty peculiar to me. Yes, I agree completely. The other compartment of the blood is very hard to analyse. Perhaps in a decade or so we'll be able to sequence a genome, but now it's very difficult to understand exactly what it is. So, Zargonites are part human? I don't think we can say that. We have only one degraded and clotted blood sample. Maybe they are part human, or maybe, as Jennifer thinks, Nayaa is different. Penny said it looks like an infection of sorts. And if we put that blood result with what Jennifer is saying, I think we can take a guess. Nayaa's some kind of hybrid. Maybe that's why she's so important to them. Billy, sometimes you surprise me. Maybe I'm not just a pretty face, David. What do we do? Harry and Sarah, keep an eye on things. See if you can find out what DeLuna is up to, what she really thinks is going on. John, I don't know what I'm asking, but is there some way to deactivate the other part of the blood? The infection part of the blood? It's not my thing, David. But from what little I know of biology, it should be possible. I'd need to speak to an immunologist or somebody like that, somebody who's an expert in infectious disease. Maybe Penny can help me again. Try, John. See if we can get somewhere with that. I think it's going to be very important. Jennifer, I'm going to need you to speak to Nayaa.
How? Even with these abilities, I can't communicate with Nayaa this far away.
That's where Billy and I come in. David Green, are you suggesting we break a potentially hostile agent out of a top-secret military facility guarded by a regiment of infantry led by a psychopathic head of security who is supported by gun-toting aliens? That is what I had in mind, Billy. Just like old times. Although the armed alien militia is sort of a new thing. Hope they don't shoot as well as Spetsnaz do. What is happening to her?
She is unconsciously maintaining the portal. The effort is too much for her. It will ultimately destroy her.
This will cause us a problem. The portal may collapse.
No. Now we are here. There is at least one other modulator who can be transformed, and yet another not far away. She has served her purpose.
So, the fusion of a human mind with a Zargonite one is necessary to maintain the portal.
It must be a modulator, not someone like you, my friend. No, the portal is safe, and we come in ever greater numbers. Your world is ours now. It cannot be stopped.